A common question that comes up a lot from both persons within and outside the faith is what happens to people who were uncivilized or who have never heard about YAH, His laws, or the Messiah. How is it fair for them to be judged? Let me first address the idea of uncivilized people. Take note that a certain group of people not being advanced or exhibiting the same practices or culture based on your social norms does not mean they are uncivilized. They are simply used to doing things differently and in a way that works best for them and their environment. There are many groups which have been classified as uncivilized who knew more about certain aspects of life and this earth than so-called modern or civilized people today. Ancient practices do not equate to being uncivilized, and the term uncivilized is predominantly rooted in colonialism. With that explained, and before we address the questions asked, I have a question for you. My question is, how do you know they have never had an encounter with the Most High, His laws, or won't be destined to hear of the Messiah? All the answers to the questions being asked are in Scripture, and it shows that Yahuah left witnesses of Himself, His laws, and the Messiah. Let's look at these situations one by one and pay attention not just to the highlighted words of Scripture, but to the underlined words which show the witnesses and witnessing of YAH. First, persons who have never heard of YAH. The witness, creation. It is crucial to clarify that a person never hearing about YAH does not mean they have never had encounters with Him in any way. Psalms 19 verses 1-4 says, "The heavens declare the glory of Elohim, and the firmament shows His handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them He has set a tabernacle for the sun." These verses show that Yahuah is revealed throughout the earth through the beauty of the heavens, which is the sky, and things found within it. There is also Acts 14 verse 17, which says Yahuah left Himself a witness through the rain and the season. It reads, "Nevertheless, He did not leave Himself without witness. In that He did good, gave us rain from heaven and fruitful seasons, filling our hearts with food and gladness." Job 12 verses 7-10 is another part of Scripture which shows how Yahuah reveals Himself through nature in general. It says, "But now ask the beasts, and they will teach you, and the birds of the air, and they will tell you. Or speak to the earth, and it will teach you, and the fish of the sea will explain to you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of Yahuah has done this? In whose hand is the life of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind?" Romans 1 verse 20 also says, "For since the creation of the world, His invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." Hence, Yahuah's attributes can be seen and understood through His creation. His creation demonstrates His power, which is everlasting, and as well as the fact that there is an Elohim. There is therefore no excuse for persons who have not acknowledged the Creator after observing His creation. Another part of Scripture which goes in depth about nature being a witness of the living Elohim is the Wisdom of Solomon 13 verses 1-9. It not only addresses how YAH is revealed through nature, but also how foolish it is for persons to worship the things created and not the Creator Himself. It states, "For all men who were ignorant of Elohim were foolish by nature, and they were unable from the good things that are seen to know Him who exists, nor did they recognize the craftsman while paying heed to his works. But they supposed that either fire or wind or swift air or the circle of the stars or turbulent water or the luminaries of heaven were the Elohims that ruled the world. If through delight in the beauty of these things men assumed them to be Elohims, let them know how much better than these is their Adonai, for the author of beauty created them. And if men were amazed at their power and working, let them perceive from them how much more powerful is He who formed them. For from the greatness and beauty of created things comes a corresponding perception of their Creator. Yet these men are little to be blamed, for perhaps they go astray while seeking Elohim and desiring to find Him. For as they live among His works, they keep searching, and they trust in what they see, because the things that are seen are beautiful. Yet again, not even they are to be excused, for if they had the power to know so much that they could investigate the world, how did they fail to find sooner the Adonai of these things? Overall, these scriptures reveal that Yahuah has left a witness of Himself through His creations. These scriptures further reveal that if they never found Him, they are without excuse and foolish by nature because they had the knowledge to investigate the world, which shows they are not uncivilized after all. But they did not connect creation to its creator. It is therefore clear what happens in the judgment for persons who never found the creator through nature, which is the bare minimum. This applies to the many scientists who have studied creation and did not find Elohim or refused to acknowledge Him. For those persons who recognized and acknowledged there is a creator through His creation, however, our Elohim is merciful. And once they continue to seek Him, the more He would have revealed Himself to them. Remember, Proverbs 8 verse 17, I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Throughout revealing Himself to them, He would have also established a covenant with them if they demonstrated reverence for Him. Psalm 25 verse 14 says, the secret of Yahuah is with those that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant. Thank you for watching part 1 on this topic, Mishpaka. In part 2, I will identify and discuss the witnesses Yah left for those who have never heard of His laws and the Messiah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to catch the latest uploads. Shalom.